In a peaceful countryside lived an old farmer whose life was simple but never easy. Before the sun fully appeared, he was already on the road, walking miles to collect fresh water from the village well. Every day, without fail, he carried 2 clay pots tied to a wooden pole, resting across his shoulders. One pot was smooth, strong, and flawless. The other carried a visible crack crawling down its side, dripping water along the dirt path every morning. The perfect pot carried pride like armor. The cracked pot carried shame like weight. On the long walk home, the perfect pot loved reminding everyone of its worth. It never missed a chance to compare, whispering words sharper than knives. I carry every drop. You carry disappointment. The cracked pot never argued, not because it agreed, but because it believed silence hurt less than humiliation. Day after day, the journey repeated. Water splashed along the road, mockery echoed louder than footsteps, and slowly, the cracked pot began to accept a truth that was never even real. I am broken. I am useless. I am never enough. One emotional morning, after another long walk under another heavy sky, the cracked pot finally cracked on the inside, too. Its voice trembled, small and heavy. I'm sorry. I waste the water you collect. I waste your effort. I constantly fail you, yet you never replace me. Why are you still carrying me? The farmer didn't sigh. He didn't lecture. He didn't blame. He simply smiled softly, the kind of smile that heals without explaining. Walk with me one more time tomorrow, he said, and look carefully. The next day, the sun rose golden, gentle, different. The well trip began like always, but the silence between them carried curiosity instead of pain. On the way back home, the farmer spoke again, not with pity, but with purpose. Look beside you. The cracked pot tilted itself downward, and there it saw something it had never truly noticed before. Flowers. Hundreds of them. Small, wild, colorful flowers dancing in the breeze. Some red like courage, some yellow like hope, some pink like healing. They were not scattered randomly. They were not growing on both sides. They bloomed only on the side where the cracked pot walked. For a moment, the leaking water no longer felt like loss. It felt like a strange kind of magic. But guilt is stubborn, even surrounded by beauty, the pot whispered. But I still didn't carry all the water home. That's when the farmer placed both pots gently onto the ground and spoke words heavier than the wooden pole he carried every day. You think your crack was a mistake, but it was a mission. He explained how months ago he planted seeds along the dry road, knowing they would never survive without daily water. He didn't use the perfect pot, not because it lacked ability, but because it never spilled the one thing those seeds thirsted for. You watered them without trying, he said. You nurtured life without being seen. While you were blaming yourself for leaking, you were busy helping something bloom. The pot had always apologized for dripping, but the earth had been quietly grateful. The flowers did not grow despite the crack. They grew because of it. Tears rolled again, not from sadness this time, but from understanding. That day, the cracked pot learned something greater than confidence. Being different is not the same as being damaged. Being imperfect does not mean being without purpose. And sometimes, what looks like weakness from one angle becomes rare beauty from another. The farmer lifted the pots back onto his shoulders and began walking home. But this time, both pots felt equal, not in shape, but in significance. Because true worth was never about carrying more water. It was about carrying meaning. No one in this world is flawless. We all carry cracks, some visible, some hidden. The world teaches us to hide them. But sometimes, those cracks let light in. Sometimes, they water souls. Sometimes they grow gardens we never planned. So don't rush to erase your imperfections. Your story might be leaking strength into someone else's life right now. The question isn't, why am I flawed? The question is, who's blooming today because of me? If this story resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more content that inspires and uplifts. Thank you for watching.